lucky for 3 hours if you get a little over $100. Again, that's less than half. That is a very big cut. Wagon deliveries. If the wagon man pays you half the time, you're lucky. Sometimes he's very frugal and doesn't pay you. He doesn't give you your wage, doesn't tell you where to deliver it when you get there. He didn't load the cart with your supplies. And even then, if you don't have the reputation, it's only $5 for traveling halfway across the state. It's really not beneficial to the people that may not know the state, may not have those times to run here or there for $5 measly. Like all way back in the day, the Coulter run used to be $40. I told people it used to be $100 if you completed that run. If you do that run nowadays, you're lucky if you buy a horse, the food it needs. That's it. It ain't gonna get you fucking anywhere, and that's sad to go back 3 years ago when times used to be even tougher than now and go, oh god, that pay wouldn't give me shit.
Yep, yep, I agree. I mean, I'm a person. I live out of that hotel over there. Um, I I pay people to make my food, and I pay people to feed my horse because I don't farm. It's like I try, but it's not enough, right? It's there has to be other changes too. It's just people are hurting.
It's the sad thing too, like if you don't know any better, you can't go, yes, the stable horses may be trained at least enough to ride, but they're not given the full run of the mill that you may need to make that horse, where it's not going to throw you to wolves and go, goodbye, I'm just going to go off in the woods, fuck you. And then you've got these ranchers who have to undercut the stables to even sell a horse. You see some of the horses that people have spent their time, effort to train and be fully done, and all the tax there, and you don't need anything, and they're selling them for like 50, $60, and they don't sell. And it's like, all that hard work, they should get paid way more than the fucking stable man.
I think there's definitely a difference then because I haven't undercut one horse and my horses sell off the
And
shelves
you were the
constantly.
only one then, because Red has trouble. He admitted to me he barely sells his horses for over stable price, and he has trouble.
Yeah, it's fascinating. Very much again. I'm not saying that we ain't struggling, but yeah, I've refused to undercut my horses.
Yeah, that's understandable. I believe you if you have spent these time and effort. Raising a horse ain't easy, especially if you need a hand rear, and that's pretty much 24/7. You can't relieve that full side. That's a lot of work. There should be no reason you guys should earn less than the effort and time you put in, because that's only fair. That's why when I go to business, oh, you only want $100, I'm paying you $200. I don't fucking care. I don't. You are selling it for an increase, but again, I'm paying for your time, your effort, your dedication, and hours, and making up for what little you may have lost.
Yeah, it's curious. Yeah, sadly, a lot of the stuff that y'all are saying, I guess I agree with a lot of points, but there's parts that, at least in the conversation I walked in on, I guess maybe it's just really different in the West, but that concept of grants and whatnot, when I talk to them, the grants that they reject are people trying to pay their employees. If you don't got a business that you can pay employees, I'm sorry, but right now you shouldn't have as many employees. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a business, but I will personally say that I have seen businesses hire on 10 people and then complain about paying them.
Yeah,
If
it's
you ain't got the money for it, yeah. But that's being said, I'm not saying that there ain't an issue. I'm talking to mining foremen. The fact that everyone went to the mines and kept mining everything, they got nothing. I know I've talked to them quite a few times, and I know that they ain't seeing gold the same way. Hell, even seeing Rush. Boy's always buying gold, and he's not getting
Hmm.
shit lately. So I'm not trying to say that there ain't a problem. I see more and more people complaining about it, but when I've sat and I've talked to the foremen, I've done the wood chopping and whatnot, I'm clearly there's some unluckiness because I'm still making wages that aren't comparable clearly by the mines and by the farming, but I think there's more so an issue with people. I call them, jack of all trades. I'm not trying to call anybody out, but I don't like a ton of the general stores. I work with them, but general stores have a ton and just kind of offer everything. Whereas, why the hell would you buy, eggs from a general store when there's amazing ranches east and west that you can get them from? But also, and I don't mean to put anyone out, why the hell is there someone selling tools and cutlery and bows and everything else? Why is there not people that are specifying? I cannot tell you how long I've been actively trying to find someone that's just a bower. And I'm not saying Matto isn't fantastic, but I want a bower. I don't want someone who makes everything. I want a bower to make my bows.
And definitely Kowalski would be my best thing because he's, as far as I know, does not make anything else but bows, and his wife makes jewelry.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. No, I'll actually have
Yeah.
to reach out to him.
Yeah, Kowalski actually, whenever I need, like, if I've done any damage to my bows and whatnot, Kowalski's the one who works on my bow.
Oh, fantastic. I'll reach out to him.
One of the ideas that Red did bring up to me is the ability for you ranches, if you have overstock, to at least be able to sell it to the general store. If not for a lot, because we know how people are in the state. If they find something, they're going to use it and abuse it, because that's how it always goes.
I would say I know that I have been working. Dead Crow has personally been working at the government for over 7 months trying to get that. And when Ann Wright stepped into office, or I don't know if it's office, whatever, elected, what that one position,
appointed.
Yeah, there we go. Fancy words. But when she began to work with us, and we've been trying to. And I know it's, let me tell you, 7 months. We've been around for almost a year now, and those 7 months have been grueling. But I agree that it needs to change. That is one of the things that I think would help ranches a lot. But I also know it's not just ranches struggling.
Oh no, I am talking to every business under the sun. I am going to doctors that may have a little side gig here and there. I'm talking to distillers and cooks. I am going all over the state setting up meetings just like this so I can, because they work these jobs. I'm a doctor and I do horses. I've done horses since a kid. I don't know what struggles they are. I have my own struggles, but it's the people that live these lives that know, hey, what is going to make my life easier? I can only guess, and I don't like to sit and guess and assume and try to figure out their life. I want to go to them personally, be like, okay, are you making money? How much are you making? Is that enough for you to survive? Yes, no. Is that enough for you to pay your employees? Yes, no. What is going to make your job easier where you don't have to sit there and go, oh, dear God, I can't afford to pay my employees. I had to let these poor people off because there's already not, I get not having so many employees, but you got to feel bad for these people that just come to state. And I think that's why half the businesses do what they do is they feel bad. They want to hire these people because they're going around and they don't have anywhere else to go because there's not as many jobs as there used to be and places where they can go work, and they're just sat aimlessly. And it's hard because I've had a ton of people reaching out to me because they have no other ranches to go to. Like, can I work for you? And I'd love nothing more to hire those people to train a horse, but I don't make money in any job I do. And I don't want people working for me for free. That would not make me feel good. That would not make me feel great. I want to pay them for their time, their effort, their dedication. I don't want to sit there and be like, okay, you train a horse, thank you, go fuck off now. That's not me.
No, honestly, I will fully admit, though, that I have met many people that talk about that, well, there ain't jobs around. And I have hired nearly every person that's come to me. I don't have a lot of people coming to me. So people are saying that they ain't reaching out enough. And I'm not saying, like, I know that there's, I'm asleep when most people are awake, and I know that there's a little bit of discrepancy there. So I ain't saying that the people that you have met aren't trying. I'm just saying that I've heard a lot of people saying they're talking to people.
Any person that comes to me saying they want to work for ranches, you, Red, I know Rosewood is full. I used to point out McCoy's, but McCoy's is no more. Any person that comes to me trying to get a job, I will name every business that fits that career, hobby, passion, or just time killing that they feel would fit them until they figure out exactly what they want to do. I am not. That's why if somebody looks for, a Mustang or a horse that specifies for you, I'll send them to you. If you want an Appaloosa, go to Red. Or if they just want an everyday horse, I will just be like, okay, go to McCoy's, buy a horse there that may need a loving home. Rosewood does horses. Go buy a horse there. Don't buy from the goddamn stables. I am always pushing for people's business.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. It's like I've been trying to make that Tribune building work in Saint Denis, and Saint Denis has so many unskilled laborers that are there, and I was like, for the past month, I've been trying to hire warehouse workers, delivery people, people that I could teach how to use their hands, how to repair things. And they're there, I see the people there. They're complaining about not having work, and I'm like, well, you can come and work for me. I have warehouse work that needs done. I have all this that needs to happen, and they're like, nah, I don't want to.
Yeah, I think that's also an issue. Is people coming in assuming that it's gonna be easy, whereas I don't know where it is in other states, but New Alexandria's not fucking
Oh,
easy.
no, I tell everybody that comes to the state, I'm like, welcome to it. Your first day, you didn't get mauled by wolves. Well, congratulations. That's gonna change. It's tough here if you're not robbed on a daily basis. Good,
Yep.
congratulations.
Oh yeah,
It's not. I know it's not meant to be easy out here. That's one thing I tell people. It's not meant to be easy, but it's also not meant to be every day you're struggling.
no, yeah. We're in a recession right now. It ain't good. No, I fully agree with that. No, it's yeah, I think also one of the other things, and I guess this kind of goes along with it, is people not calling their friends out. I will fully admit that I know someone that is a gunsmith, a doctor, a veterinarian, a brewer, and I could list probably 7 more fucking things. That's not all right. People
It's
having
not.
3 to 4 business licenses isn't fucking all right. Now, not to say, I know that there are some businesses, especially saloons and whatnot, that need to, an important license. That's what I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about licenses. I'm talking about like businesses. You should not be having that many, and you should be
Yeah.
specialized.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I see too many distillers like Timmy. Timmy does it great where he buys from all the local brewers. He doesn't get all of it himself. And I want to see more businesses that do that. Like, okay, some people can be a cook. That doesn't mean you're going to be the best cook. Like me and my daughter, I've had to learn to cook when I took care of my father. Doesn't mean I can cook, restaurant style meals in a day. It took me months and months and months to get some of these recipes where they are today, and we'll give it out for people for cheap. But it's something we do as just a little bit of a break. We don't have a business license for that. It's just something that we do to take the edge off, and it's nothing we will ever probably fully get into because I'd rather people go to these restaurants that can give them the environment and maybe live music or hire other people. I'd rather see those businesses thrive than just something where I can breathe. I told people, everybody says, Ellie, why don't you do XYZ? You'd be great at it. I'm like, I will die wearing my doctor hat. That is the only hat I will ever don. I will die in this state being a goddamn doctor. I am not having be a deputy, being an investigator. I know I could probably do it. I'd strangle somebody, but I could do it. But does that mean I want to don these 9 hats? Fuck that. No, I don't. I am a doctor and I've trained horses with my aunt. That was something that I wanted to get into before being a doctor fell into my lap. It's something my dad wanted to do before he died. That is the only reason I run Nimble Neighbors, is because when he was alive, his dream was to take people new to state, teach them where to hunt, teach them where to fish, teach them what game was okay to hunt, where to go, how to travel safely. And he was going to give them a rifle and a horse and send them a lot better prepared to be in this state than they were when they came in. When Kitty existed, she gave the rifles away. She taught them cooking. She taught them fishing. She taught them everything. So the only thing that was left was those horses. And it was like a sign just fell in my lap and went, take what your dad wanted to do and make it live. And it's one less thing people have to worry about in the state, because the horse isn't cheap. And most people, you tell them a horse and they're just going to look at you like you have 7 heads.
Yeah.
I can train these horses and make it so they don't have to figure out or hire a trainer and one more bill. It's at least one less strain they have to worry about, and they can worry about buying food or buying that thing that they need for that hobby that they want to pursue, whether it be doctor or deputy or whatever it is that makes them happy.
You will get no disagreements from me on that.
Yeah.
Whew.
I've had this talk so many fucking times I can do this in my sleep. I hate it.
Oh, yeah. It's I wish. I think the hottest truth is that unless there is some type of fundamental change, there's just not much that can be done right now. And that, I think, is the hardest thing when approaching, you know, where the economy is at and where business is at.
Yeah,
Because
that's the worst thing is I think that it's a very long stemming issue. It's not just one thing and everything takes time. But right now that time that we have on that clock is very limited before everybody gives up and leaves. And
I I guess my thing is, and what I'd like to, I guess, what I fight a lot of people on is I've talked to a lot of people that talk about that it's the money that's the issue, and to me, the slow progression and what the true issue is the people. It's the people not
mm-hmm.
reaching out, and whatnot. Just because I was here when there was money everywhere. When I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I used to mine, and I did not make 100 an hour. I made 200 an hour. It was easy, and it was straightforward. We had fucking ton of gold, ton of everything. And even when we had that much money, nobody was buying from businesses. We just weren't struggling as businesses because no one was actually working them. We worked them on the side for fun, but we were all doing other work.
Yeah.
So to me, this ain't a money issue. This is
oh
hands down an issue
yeah,
with
yeah, I feel
And
a lot of
and
it is the people which we can't change, which is sad.
well,
can. It's just gonna be hard.
yeah, exactly. And I agree with Hoop there. It's behavior of people can be changed. It's just how you change that behavior. And one way is like having these discussions around you know, like people that produce things, where can they sell it to? The overstock. Um Another ways of, you know, getting right in their face, forcing them to do it. But
Mhm.
none of those changes are easy. I mean, hell, who 7 months?
Oh yeah, no, and it's like I said, it's slow going. And I mean, I think it's. I know it's uncomfortable too because a lot of the people that do these shops, I mean, I enjoy, but also talking to shops that don't generalize. I mean, I know that I personally, I have a brewery that sells everything, and I was doing with the great intention of, well, I specialize in this, but I'll sell anything, and just having these talks and whatnot, I'm nicking that business. I'm prioritizing, and I'm going to specialize because I realized the intention was good, but it wasn't for the good of the other people. So I'm specializing, and that's what I'm doing is to
Mhm.
take away, I guess, another generalized distiller. But I think we need to push everyone to do it. We need to stop, go to those. And two that come to mind is Bear Claw, Pop and Chop, and whatnot. And those are good people. I ain't besmirching them, but going to them and saying, please specialize because we all need to. We all need to make sure all of us get fed.
Yeah. I agree. There's too many people that I know overnight want to be like gunsmiths or jewelers, and they just, for some reason, they do. And it's like, okay, I give you credit for sitting there however long bashing your head into the forge because I couldn't fucking do it.
Yeah.
But when you do that, it's like there's so many jewelers in this state. It's like, can you specialize maybe in just like I hate to tell you, the last time I've seen somebody that just engraves stuff for people, like maybe keeps where the jewelers can exist, like they can make their product, but maybe get it special, like engravings, like names, or maybe fancy design. I hate to tell you, the last time I see one of those fuckers around, I haven't seen
I
them.
mean, but
Oh,
that's exactly part of the thing. That's about specializing. I mean, if you have every jeweler that's making every type of jewel and jewelry, and a gunsmith, and every gunsmith is making every type of gun, and specializing and doing every type of customization, then even if you do got the people that are out there mining and gathering, it's like you have everybody buying everything.
Mm.
no, yeah, I think, hell,
Howdy.
It's
I
just
think,
and it's sad because the gunsmiths, I get why they're taught to be able to work with every weapon. I understand why, because okay, if you need somebody that doesn't needs his bolt and you don't specialize in bolts, okay, at least you can do the basic, but it shouldn't be everybody and their mother can take that bolt and make it the best fucking thing in the entire universe. Us doctors, we are encouraged to learn one topic that we know well. Yes, we can know a wide variety of things, but at least it gives other doctors, like, I don't specialize in making prosthetics. I know how they're made. I can probably, at least order one. That doesn't mean it's going to be fitting you perfectly. Like, I don't specialize in making glass eyes. Again, I can order one, but again, that doesn't mean it's custom ordered or custom fitted to you. Somebody else does that, know enough to keep you alive, but there's certain things I have to send you to other people to go do. I try to encourage people like, hey, you need XYZ, I can teach you a little bit, but please go to these people to learn, and they just don't. And I want to kick their ass so badly.
Actually, you also like made me think about something that I honestly would start to push is the people that are like, hell, we're dairy, we do all types of dairy and whatnot. If I ever heard of a ranch that stepped up and said, hey, we want to specialize in goats, I would say, thanks for letting me know, let's talk about it. And I would try to push goats away from us, maybe even sell off our goats to them to get them started, because I would rather them be specialized and us support them and have a partnership with them than us also sell gold stuff when we don't need to. Why not offer it to someone who's specialized? I think if every ranch was like that, if every business was like that, it would be better.
But my cheese.
I know, that's why I said a partnership, because maybe you can make cheese.
I'll buy their milk.
Exactly, but that's
It's just
supporting
like,
it.
you know, you should encourage, like, anytime somebody, you know, wants a Mustang or Hungarian, again, I send them to you, Appaloosa to Red, you know, basic horses. It's just getting those names out there and telling people, like, hey, I can sell you a horse or give you a horse if I have one, but if I get an Appaloosa, I always contact Red. It goes right back to Red. If I get a Hungarian or a Mustang, I would go to you guys and be like, listen, this is your horse, you take it. It's better off in your hands than me having it. I am not ashamed to lose one horse or one donation seed if it can go to a business that would, you know, benefit from it more, because I can always go get another donation horse. That doesn't faze me.
No, and honestly, anytime we have horses that are of concern or, you know, need a little bit of special care, you're always the ones that come up. You're always one that I'm like, if this horse needs a good place to go, or even if we have a next one, hell, we have a mule that we might be giving away that you might was considering offering it to you to give to somebody.
Is it the one that's been on your poster for a few weeks?
No, it's that was fried chicken. We got another one named pickled eggs, but we are keeping one of our horses that we thought we were gonna sell, so we're just gonna make
pickled eggs. Good God.
Oh no! Ever since the pig, I can't. Nope, can't do it. Can't.
Oh goodness.
That's great.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I think that supporting businesses and whatnot. Hell, I get Roberta's paper every time I see it. You shouldn't see the giddy fucking face I get when I wake up and I see a new
I
badge.
love reading her paper because I just it makes me smile. It's like great because it's been a long time since the paper has existed in this state and existed well.
And hell, I mean, I think that it proves like Imogene. I've gotten pocket watches from other people. Imogene's ain't no one's got that quality, and no one's got that span, ain't no one's got that uniqueness. And yeah, I just wish more people would specialize and more people would support people specializing.
Mm-hmm. I wish they did too, but it's gonna take a lot of bashing people in the head, going, "Hey, dumbass, pick one thing, pick it well, and then go to other people."
I think we should do. I think that's the change that needs to happen. Is stop saying, "Oh, well, they're my friend." Stop all that shit. Tell their friend, "Hey, you're good at gunsmith and rifles. Focus on rifles." I cannot tell you how many handguns, how many navies I would buy from somebody that. I mean, because they keep getting fucking stolen, so might as well buy it from someone that's got specialized, right?
So that's what Jason does as well. Like, he does the practical one, the very cheap practical gun, and I know that's one he specializes in. That's his own. Again, Silas does have his own, like, Winchester that he likes, and I love seeing people when I go to gunsmith, they're like, "Oh, this is my special." It's like, "Show me it. Let me see. I want to see your special. I want to see your brain go." And it's like, I hate when I try to ask them to, like, use their creative brain, and it almost feels like I'm pulling teeth. Like, okay, what would you recommend? And they're like, "Oh, I guess, you know, a rifle." And it's like, what rifle? Come on, show me your brain. Let me see it work. And I love doing that to people. And it's just half the time I get so disappointed when I'm sending them the gun store. They're like, "No, a rifle." That's like, "Oh, thank you. I didn't know that. Didn't know that, Jeffrey. Didn't know I wanted a fucking rifle."
No, but I do agree that I think discussions like this help, especially coming east to west, because I know that y'all experience very different things than we do in the west. I've talked to a lot of.
It's worse up here, honestly. Sometimes the piece of earth sounds nice down there, but I boil alive because I'm redhead.
No, when I talk to people like the community out west and whatnot, we're tighter knit. We talk constantly, and there's a lot of stuff. But out the east, I have heard about what y'all handle with a lot of the criminals. I know that y'all get robbed a lot more often than we do. That's why I like to come and have these conversations, because I don't experience half the shit y'all do. Just like y'all don't experience half the shit we do.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's weird for me because I get to experience a little bit of everything. Especially right now being split between here and Saint Denis. Um, but it's been eye-opening seeing some of the businesses out east and how they operate. Like I was just talking with Timmy yesterday, and like he's been held up like very recently while his bar was open. And
Yeah,
that
I was
just
with him the last one after we just approved his compensation request for him getting robbed and his property damaged just before that too.
Oh,
Ugh.
It's in the month it's happened to him twice at least.
and I can't tell you how many times people have either tried to rob me or tried to kidnap me while working here.
Oh God, what makes me cackle? I don't know about y'all, but out west when they try to rob me, I'm like, you want milk? Like the hell you trying to rob a rancher for? Like we are not known for money.
My favorite thing is going to them and going, I'm a doctor, and they're like, I second guess my life choices. It's like, oh, why? You'll end up in my office eventually. Please do. I'll remember this. I control how much pain you feel. Make my day, because I can make you sit there. Oh, what's that? You want morphine? Well, too bad. I don't know where it is.
Well, hell, yesterday I was stopped by 4 Callahans and they robbed me of $2. Because it's all I ever carry.
$2?
Really? For
Yeah.
$2, they couldn't
too.
let you continue your fucking day.
I'm like, Cal Blackwood, you have outlaw status. Why the hell are you robbing $2 off of the poorest newspaper lady in the state?
Goodness. Honestly, I will say, from what I've seen from the candidates, they look good this year. I mean, there's one or two that I'd probably throw out, but I think that everyone feels that way. But what I
don't know
have
what you
seen
mean.
of Logan, what I have
Oh, what you're
seen
talking about? Totally not,
of Logan Clay, seems like a good man. I don't know if I agree on everything he stands for, but I also don't agree on everything Ann stands for. So
Yeah, it's just I feel a lot of it too is sometimes you know when you say an idea and you don't realize in that moment that it may be a bad thing, and we've all made that mistake where we all get a little bit heated up and riled up. I feel everybody's feeling this right now where they're just so eager to fix things. A few bad fucking ideas are gonna come out and we're just gonna have to troop through that. Okay, we fucked up. Now let's fix it.
Goodness.
yeah, no, but I think that I don't know. I think especially on stage, I think that's worse. I just want to say that really quick because I can't imagine being on stage. I was watching
I've been there
and
once
fumble, and I'm
before.
like, holy.
It's not great being on stage because I had to make a whole speech on stage when I doctor things, and I'd hate to tell you how many times I fucked up even basic medical things trying to teach it. I'm like, no, don't do that. That's bad. Don't follow me. It's because all eyes are on you. You got those lights. You can't even see the crowd. You just know they're there, and it's fucking nerve wracking. Even if you talk to people on a daily basis like I do, it still eats at you.
I think the biggest thing is I've heard a few people mention a popularity contest, and I agree. Like, I don't think anything should be a popularity contest, especially with government. My only issue I have with the two candidates that I would say besides Ann, because I am voting for Ann, the two candidates that I would say besides Ann would be, of course, Logan and Poppy. But Poppy, when there was sections, was West State Representative, and I didn't see her once. Literally, I didn't even know she was my representative.
That's the biggest issue I have is half the people get in this goddamn government. I'm gonna fix XYZ. Poof,
Well,
yeah.
and I will just interject just ever so slightly about Poppy. Is that when I had my weird sleep schedule earlier this year, I saw Poppy a lot.
Okay, then I will respect that. Like, in that case, I will actually give her the benefit of the doubt, because I agree that it could be just my sleeping hours or her awake hours. But the other one would be Logan. And my only issue with Logan, and it's the only issue I have seen, is Anne has been there for every moment, like reached out to us, engaged us, and I haven't heard a word from Logan. And I think that that's what I would have loved to see. It's Flynn Delaney when he was going for governor. I didn't even know his name. He was in Eastern. He lived in Saint Denis. He made his way out to us to talk to us and to engage with us and whatnot. And he had our vote. I didn't vote for Sasha. I'll admit it. Not that Sasha ain't good. He very much has changed my mind.
Sasha
But
had a long history with me between, the first time he
yeah,
got elected and he threw the tantrum and literally went, fuck this, and disappeared. It was like, oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Goodbye.
yeah, yeah. So I think that that would be my only thing with Logan is I wish he would either now or have had the time to reach out and engage people that I guess people like me. Now, I guess that's selfish. I think that I've always heard, oh, my door's open to you, and I kind of want them to come to my door, and that's selfish. And I'll admit that's
that
selfish,
makes
but
sense.
it definitely, sways my vote a lot.
Well, I would agree. If somebody wanted, like, my opinion, I would prefer they come to me. That's why I'm going to people. I don't want to be, hey, meet me if you want to discuss what the fuck is ailing you. No, I'm going to fucking travel out to you. Okay.
Oh, hands. Yeah, no, that's one of the things that made me want to engage with you and why I've suggested you to so many people is the fact that you're like, hey, I see this horse. Let me take him.
All right.
I was like,
It's
oh,
still
yeah,
my
hands down.
baby. He's still great. I still love him. He's actually sent to my aunts for the winter because I know the winter was getting a little tough on him, and I don't trust the states because I paid them $300 and they can't even brush my fucking horse half the time.
Yeah, I get that.
The rant that I could go on is how people that breed horses should at least have a discount on their fucking stables, or at least a specific catered business stall. So, because 30 slots don't go very fucking far at all.
I'll fully admit the fact that I have seen some people complain about money when they've got 12 personal horses. I agree. Like, I think that people who deal with horses, ranches and whatnot, should get a discount on them. I would hands down vote for that if I saw that. But yeah, I will fully admit that when people are like, oh, the money in this state, and you got 12 personal horses, shut up. Like, don't even try. Like, there's people that ain't got
I'll
one that
admit
is
I
struggling.
had 8 personal horses before or used for my doctor career because I don't want to run it. Because doctor horses, we will run them to death if we just have one horse or two. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah,
Horses that are specificated, like I can only go certain places with them, so that's why I need as many as I do. With, like you said, there's certain people that I know they have to have their friends' stalls because they have so many goddamn horses, and they're like,
Yep.
I can't pay my stable fees.
Yeah, it's like,
Wonder
oh, it's
why there's
pretty.
80
It's like,
horses.
God damn.
Oh, yeah, I only have Cunnin, but, I do newspaper routes with Cunnin. But, it's like that's the only horse I can afford most of the time.
I'm just saying, if you ever find a Mustang or a Hungarian R's that you enjoy, you just let me know when I can buy an advertisement. I will happily try for that.
Well, I won't lie. I'm very, very akin to Andalusians.
Yes.
Yeah, they're cute little ponies, and it's good. That or
Cute little ponies.
Hey,
They're
every horse is a
say,
pony.
Andalusians are
Every horse is
huge.
a pony. Leave it alone.
No, that's Arabians.
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
No, they're
so
donkeys.
small.
You get that?
I'm calling Arabian Star.
Well,
Well,
that-
that one. That's fantastic.
I feel like that's insulting the donkeys, because at least donkeys are good for something.
That's what I've always called the Arabians is donkey horse, and I forgot who the fuck I got it from, but it's what they stay as now.
Oh God,
Donkey
that's
horse.
fantastic.
And a few ranchers have said that if they do breed these horses, that the local stable should not sell them to, like, or at least maybe very few and far between. Sell
See,
these horses.
I would support that. I would support, like, if there is someone around that's selling eggs, why not up it? If you're a general store and whatnot, and there's people like, up it. People want the convenience, make them pay for it.
That too, like.
Mhm.
If I can't go, like, I'd rather reach out for you for eggs or butter or whatever because I have before, because I know it's going to be, love and care that goes into that product versus God knows how long it's sat on that shelf, and God knows if I'm gonna poison somebody with it.
I was talking to Prescott's, and they for the first time bought something from me, and they kind of paused, and they're like, "This is only $5." I'm like, "Yes, that's why you should support fucking farms. It's really
That's
simple."
why I come to you guys, and I pay you a hell of a lot more because it's like you guys come, you guys are easy to deal with. You bring a box. No, I'm not paying you shit money. Just take my money, please. Take it.
No, yeah, and honest to God, I've tried to reach out to every, well, I'm in the process of it currently, but every essentially cooker, anyone that has a business like that, and I'm like, let's just have a partnership. I ain't even asking for let's only buy from me. I'm saying let's trade. I always needs goods. We have so many farm hands. I always need some food sitting somewhere, so ain't no one starving. It's like, so just trade with people. Like, it ain't even got to be an exchange of
I
funds.
might reach out to you for Christmas. Me and a few friends were going to play Santa and Elves, and we're going to be throwing people free gifts around state between food, and we're even hoping to give away guns and everything else. We are doing the biggest fucking giveaway we can for Christmas. So I'm going to be baking cookies like my goddamn life depends on it for Christmas, and we're going to make sure everybody has a good holiday if they may not be able to afford it this year.
I love it. I think that's a great idea.
So if anybody wants to work out, throw me a price of whatever it will cost, and I will pay it. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
No. If this is charity, if you're going around or whatnot, Dead Grow is more than happy to give to charities. We always have.
I ain't accepting for free because we're even paying gunsmiths to do stuff for us. So we want to try to work with as many businesses and maybe take something from them to maybe get some word out too. So we'll go around and maybe get some specialized things from people that either craft limited things to try to get their name out there too. Like, here's a trinket from XYZ. Go shop to them if you like this sort of thing. So it will kind of be a way to get names of people out there too. That's all I want, is to help people. That's what I've always wanted to do in this damn state.
If only I had something other than a newspaper to give away.
We can throw a newspaper at him. I will do it.
I love it. That's the best advertising right there. Just wrap
Merry
your goods
Christmas.
in the newspaper. It'll work.
There you go. There you go.
Oh,
Wrap everything in the cunning eye. It goes great with fried fish.
I will do this. Don't tempt me.
Oh goddamn.
If there's anything you or other businesses, even down south, even if, because I know you have more access to talk to Outlaws Rest, if you can get them to contact me too, to set out a meeting, because every time I contact them, I feel like the mailman does not deliver my fucking mail, and it's pissing me off. I want to talk to as many businesses as I can, even if you know ones that I may not know of that are out there. I'm going to talk my ear off until this election's fucking over, because I'm not stopping until the shit is fixed. I'm determined, and there is a fire under my ass right now.
I was about to say, I hope that no matter what happens, whoever gets elected and whatnot does speak to the others. So whether Ann gets elected or whether Logan
Oh
gets
no,
elected,
if
whoever,
anybody
like,
else gets elected, I am bringing these notes, like, let me fucking help. I am not giving up. This is put a little determined under my ass. I'm not gonna sit there and be petty like, friend didn't win. No, I'm not that determined to be an asshole.
Yeah, funny enough, after I've heard a little bit about the debates last night, but I'm going to bring my leisure because I take all my funds. I keep track of every bit of funds, and I have been for the last month. I'm going to take it to one of the business and commerce people and be like, let's have a sit down. Let's talk about.
Listen, I've been waiting for those numbers.
Really?
Chris told me he was going to get you on it because I've got numbers to show you too from the slaughter side.
I would love to. Like I said, I wanted to wait 2 more days for the month to fully be over so I could hand it to you happily. I would love to have a talk.
Yeah.
Have you
want-
done it the whole time?
We've
Hold
been
on, I
trying.
didn't even recognize.
Yeah, I was
she's
writing
been
letters
here
back
for-
there.
20 minutes.
Well, there's my unfiltered thoughts. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I thought when you said that you were voting for Anne, that was a very intentional name drop.
No, like,
No, I did not recognize. God damn it.
Howdy, Hoof.
no,
Good.
it's all plus related. It's fine.
No, but that's the main thing, like, we've tried to encourage, and I know that you guys, like, have always been good about it, because it was something, like, even when I took over the position from Katarina and met with the Livestock Commission, like, I asked everyone about bookkeeping, if anyone did any amount of, like, records or anything, and every single person, except for Christopher, told me no. I don't do any
Yeah.
bookkeeping. And I said, why?
I
Oh
do
my god,
bookkeeping.
I could tell you I've kept every record from the longest bit of my charity. It goes through every horse, who they went to. And just
Well, see, it
recently
just-
started taking dates because it was a pain in the ass when we first started how many horses we gave away. I don't see. I like paperwork though. I'm insane.
Well, and we had a meeting, like a public session, just talking about it too. People don't have to be so in depth that they're writing down everyone's name, date, whatever. Like that's just extra if you want to get into it. But like just simple bookkeeping, because the thing is, like we know the economy sucks. Everyone goes, the economy sucks. But they can't tell you how much they're spending versus what they're taking in. They just know it isn't adding up, which is fine. However, to make proper arguments and like business deals, you have to have numbers. So I have
Uh-huh.
like a
thing
whole.
I've ran into too is I go to these businesses like, how much are you making? They're like, I'm like, what do you mean? What is that noise? I'm like,
Yeah, it's like, give me something.
Yeah,
It's like, how much are you losing? And they're like, it's like,
Hell.
no, that's not an answer. I want to
there's
know.
a handful of businesses that do. I was given, a few copies of ledgers to look at, mostly from distillers or saloons. Were involved with it, but like a lot of the just I don't know side businesses, no one really keeps a record.
Hell,
But it's okay. We've started breaking down costs of everything. There's a lot.
Seriously, I could sit here and tell you, like, I probably lose $1,000 every month because of my charity, between getting the horses, paying for the stalls, paying for their food, paying for veterinary care. It may increase. It depends on the horses I have at day, how much they need. It could add up to 1,500 every month.
and
It's-
You're saying something?
if you want my ledger that shows how much I've been in the red ever since I opened up the newspaper, I have it.
I mean, I will. Here's the thing. I feel like is the bad verbiage because I don't want to see it in the red, but like I would love to see it.
I not
You know?
have numbers on
Makes sense.
paper, but I can
Um,
tell you by word of mouth how much I spend, because we don't give a
Well, see,
shit too.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, like numbers is what the government needs.
I could
Is
probably
the
very quickly break down numbers. It's not that hard.
I would say I always did my stock and whatnot, but this is the first month that I've sat down and actually done like physical numbers to sit down and whatnot. So
Doesn't
no,
it make you ill?
oh, you have no idea.
I feel
have,
like the minute
I
I look
just-
at numbers, I'm gonna throw up because
Oh,
I
no.
haven't paid any
Oh, yeah.
attention. Other than I know I'm not making money. I know it's a lot that I am losing. I think when I sit down and stare at the $2,000 I'm in debt, I'm gonna go, "Oh, thank you. That's great to know."
I'd also love it too, because like I guess this is sort of like I don't want the government to make me rich. I just want to buy grain bags.
I just want to
And I
live
think that's
each
what I
day
want.
comfortably. I
Exactly.
don't-
Yeah, I think that's everyone like is trying to talk as if like, oh no, I should be making a lot of money. It's like, nope. I just want to not worry about feeding my goats tomorrow.
People are just trying to get by, enjoy a few simple things. I mean, God, we can see the difference. What happened, when certain industries took a hit. I mean, looking back, from spring even to now. And people just want to get by doing the things that they're good at. The ranchers don't need a second job, fucking chopping logs to, supply the feed.
That's the
Oh,
sad
that'd
fact.
be nice.
And so, there's like that's why I talked, about the meeting. It's really about like simple job creation. There's a lot of complicated things we can do, especially like if you were at the representative debate too. I think I saw you in there.
Oh yeah.
But Mr. Dario was talking a lot of things about like bonds and loans and things for the state. That is the simplest form of different things he was suggesting. Which it's too complicated still at this level. We need simpler solutions first.
Yeah.
But
I
it's the right
fully-
direction to go.
Yeah, the moment I almost lost it on the stage when he said loans.
Yeah. I feel like everybody.
Well,
just wanted
I
to go
thought
up
that
and
I
smack him.
I thought I was at the wrong debate actually.
But you can
Oh,
buy a loan and
goddamn.
he'll pay me back at like 80% interest. Otherwise, I'm gonna hunt you down like a bison. But it's fine.
Well, some of the loan. The thing that I think is interesting about the loans, some like regulated through the state, could be helpful to people because right now there's only a couple businesses that offer loans, and a lot of people don't take it because a lot of people feel a way about those people, which I could agree.
Never
But
trust a
however,
banker.
there's a lot more risk that way when it's not like properly regulated through the state. But like the main thing I spoke about, like people need to apply for grants. They just don't. Like, and that's what I was kind of laughing in the representative debate when they're like, oh, they could abuse the Rosie Gray Act or people can abuse this and that and the other. And I said, do you know how many people actually apply?
I think the sad thing is there's a lot of miscommunication for those grants too, because I have gotten from multiple people in the government that there's no fucking point. I'm never gonna see a grant. I've been told.
But here's the thing: you have to give me names because it's just I'm sorry, and I don't know who the old government is.
That's the biggest
But if you don't give me
yeah.
names, I'm just gonna say it's not true because
Howdy.
we're begging people to take these loans or file for these initiatives.
Yeah, it's just the sad thing is just I feel like the communication is the biggest part, and then one person may be applying for it for the wrong reasons. They don't say that, and you know how the word of mouth is in the state. Sometimes people take things and it runs like a goddamn wildfire to be the absolute truth too. We can't really fix. We can try to nudge in the right direction, but it's very hard and complicated and nip shit in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, in my 3.5 months since I took over the position, one person applied for the business incentive grant that wasn't eligible because the business wasn't in operation yet for 30 days. And one person applied for the Rosie Gray Act. And I asked, legislature to come up with some bills that help newer businesses and things like that. But we start entering a territory where like the state is giving out money for free, which is a slippery slope and is hard to get them to move any direction. But like the grants like have been expanded. It's just people don't apply for it. And like I always tell people, like I will help you. Like people have asked, questions about it, but the main thing I think that turns people off is they have to say like what they're intending to spend the money. You can't go, I want $1,000, but you can go, I want $1,000 because 300 is going to this, 400 is going to this, 200 is going to this. But like people don't want to do all that. And I don't. It is a shame. I wish people would apply.
Yeah, I also think it's people have, at least the people that I've spoken to, have applied in the past, a year and a half ago, or like things.
I
of
know,
that
but
nature.
that's
Like,
so long.
I agree, and that's what I tell them. I'm like, I wasn't even here a year and a half ago. It's like, try again.
I mean, especially like when Sasha was Secretary of Commerce, or well, it was business back then and everything before. Like we are trying to get this money out there, just people don't apply.
Yeah. Once everybody knows, it's a little bit easier than maybe 3, because that's when I got my one business was 3 years ago, and that's when I had to go actually talk to the governor and his secretary, and when I asked what a business loan was, he just went, haha, don't even try. I was like, oh, great, thank you. Appreciate that. He didn't even answer me. He just told me don't even try.
I think that's a really good point, Eleanor, is because I know, like, I didn't know shit that was happening in the marshal's office. I didn't know something about LEO. I heard a lot of bad things, but once they started publishing that, that once in a while they come out with about what's going on and whatnot, I love being informed. Even I don't understand half the fucking jargon, but at least I know, like, why this is happening. Who is this person? Who would I need to look out for? I think it's a good idea to maybe, like, that visibility be a little bit more clearer between it. I think that's a great idea.
That's the sad thing that's always been in the state, is there's a lot of disconnect between a lot of people and a lot of things. Like, there used to be the whole meeting of deputies and donuts where they used to be able to answer questions, but even sometimes you'd go there and people would ask these questions and the deputies would just ignore them, and it's like they're here to actually get that talk of what you do and how you see things, and maybe try to get a better understanding of why you do the things you do and why you think the way you think. You think you'd want that connection so maybe more people could trust you or even depend on you, but when you do that, it only paints that further bad light of the deputy department that does exist when you continue that chain. And I know there's going to be a few bad eggs and a few bad apples in the bunch, and you can't help that because there always is 1 or 2 bad people, and they're going to be assholes in a revolving door. But still, you think that people that would want to make that change would actually attempt it. It just feels like that they're just like, I'll accept what it is and roll over my bed. It's like, no, fight for it, please. Please do.
I can't speak a lot to it now. I know, like, it might be because I talk to a lot of LEO. They're like, I think it's much better. I mean, anytime I ask them anything, they're very impressed. Now, I also deal with West deputies, so I have no idea how West deputies talk to me all the time. So
West
yeah,
deputies are nice, aren't they?
Yeah, no, they're fantastic. So, yeah, I think that might be also a difference in where we live.
Oh, don't even get me started. I can tell you the
no.
difference between East, Central, and West.
Is it significant?
Yes, it
Oh,
is
Yes.
goodness.
absolutely significant. I, okay, so just the other day, right? I was telling y'all I was robbed by the Callahans, and so I went over to Rhodes. Now here, when I've been um, robbed or almost kidnapped, I go when I talk to deputies in the West, and they are immediate, they are fast, they are open. Even if they are kind of busy, they will peel off a person if my safety was at risk, which is great. So I was just robbed by the Callahans. They were still there near Rhodes. They were going to rob more people. And I went to Rhodes. There were a couple deputies, and I was like, "Hey, Callahans," and they were like, "We can't talk right now. We're going to a store robbery." And I was like, "Well, they're robbing people right outside of town right now." And they're like, "There's a store robbery right now," and then told me to clear the street. And that is just, it's insane, right? Because there are people, civilians, that are actively being hunted. And it's just a difference because here in the West, and me and uh, me and John Reed don't always see eye to eye, but we get along. But he is always puts the people front and forward, and I appreciate that. Um, but sometimes out east, and maybe it's because the crime's high out east, but it always appears that stores will take the priority over you know someone getting robbed or some such.
Yeah, I've had a similar experience once, Roberta, where a store took priority over other things.
Have
I
y'all?
was filleted alive by a fucking cannibal, and it felt like it took 3 hours for the deputies to come to me and even question me. And by that point, they were like, "Oh, there's a store robber," and it's like, "Oh, thank you. I had a pound of my flesh carved off. Appreciate you."
Have y'all yelled at? I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I've talked to John Reed and whatnot. Anytime I have an issue with the deputy, I grab John Reed and I'm like, "Hey, you and I need to talk." Are the sheriffs
I've talked
available
to
for
a
y'all?
few.
Or?
Yeah, I've talked to a few deputies about this is the name of the person that did it, and they're like, "Oh, we'll talk to them." And I see days later that deputy is still doing the same thing to somebody else, and they just feel like they got a slap on the wrist, and it's fine and dandy. It's like, "Oh, I give up now. I'm fine."
Goodness, that's horrible. God, y'all are making. So I'll never come to the East. What the hell?
Don't. It's not fun up here.
Yeah. Oh
Stay
my
down there.
God, that's horrible.
It's hot and humid and bleh.
Was this recently? I know Realaski just got sheriff of Rhodes. I got a day ago, 2 days ago, something like that.
This was 2 days ago.
God damn, I wonder if. God, that's horrible. Yeah, I'd love more visibility. God, we should do more fucking meetings like this so I can know what's going on in the East. Because I had no. Yeah, I was about to say, like, deputies come and get donuts and coffee from us, like, daily. Like, I am blown away hearing this. Oh my goodness.
Anytime you
yeah.
want tea of up here and in hell, you can reach out. I'll rent for hours.
Yeah, same here. But it's funny because I say funny because coincidences. So I went ahead. I sent out my telegram to the sheriff line after that, and then I went on to Saint Denis to get ready for the representative debate, and I ran into Ivy and Logan. And I told them, I was just robbed by a group of Callahans. They're still robbing people. And they immediately were like, all right, let's get a group of 4 and let's go.
Look
And
at that.
and you know what? They caught all 4 of them within like 2 hours.
That's fantastic.
The sad thing is when they got caught, the deputies were, even though the bounty hunters did get them, the deputies were trying to keep half of their pay because I was there as medical standby. The deputies were even trying to refuse giving them the full bounty they earned because they were like, "Oh, you only assisted us," and I'm like, "No, go pay them, you stuck up afterwards.
I've heard it go both ways on that. I mean, I've heard of bounty hunters sitting around the office, and like when the deputies have brought people in, they're like, "Oh, you want a paycheck?" Even though the bounty hunter like didn't do anything. So
Yeah.
I've heard it go every direction as
Yeah, I
far as
think
the
it's
bounty
just
hunters
the
go.
time and place and who it is. The sad thing, some of them, don't, and I know there's a few that do, and I bless their hearts because, again, I would not have the patience. I would just be like, no, I'm just shooting you. Stop running. I'm tired. Let's go.
See, I'm gonna go back to an honest day's work deserves an honest day's pay, and if you ain't working, you ain't getting paid.
Goodness, that is fascinating. Y'all have opened my eyes a ton. East is scary as shit. Goodness.
At least I'm. Hoop, I think it's probably a safe statement to say that you never went and drank at the old lat.
What the hell
Oh
is that?
God,
Oh,
a
That
criminal bar in Van Horn.
I was about to say, I got lots of telegrams about how many shootouts happened in that bar. So,
I was about to say, yeah, I don't even sell horses. I don't even sell milk to criminals. Fucking the hell I'd ever be able to go.
Oh, that'd be a long ride, Jesus.
Well, so back when the old lot was routinely open, back before, back when Aiden had two legs, um, he I would have to go there to try and find people when I was investigating stories and whatnot, and I would have to say the number of off-duty deputies and the number of off-duty bounty hunters that would come in and have drinks with outlaws that had public bounties just always astounded me. And
Oh,
and
God.
I've seen that at the Horseman. I've seen that at the Mastiff when the Mastiff's open. Which, by the way, the Mastiff should be reopened here in the coming week, so that's a really good sign. But so many times where you'll find an off-duty deputy or an off-duty bounty hunter, and a person with a private or a public bounty will come in, and they will just continue drinking because they're off duty.
Maybe the West is just different. Because let me tell you, I think John Reed would be snarling the whole time. I mean, I can't imagine Cortez sitting there and be, that's so off.
I don't know how people sit there. Like, I always see some deputies, like, sitting on that porch 3-4 hours. Like, I get you guys deserve a break. You do a fucking lot, but dear God, don't sit on the porch for like 9 hours. After 20 minutes, I get bored. I need to do something, even if it's nothing. You're just wandering to telegrams. I need to move.
The biggest thing is when a criminal comes to any establishment I'm around, I leave. Especially if they're a known criminal, especially if they're an outlaw. Like, live your life, but the hell I'm going to be comfortable around you. I've heard so many citizens go, oh, well, they're nice to me. Then go be a fucking criminal. Because, maybe it's a West mentality, but I can't even fucking imagine Debbie sitting beside a bounty.
Well,
Yeah,
so
there's a lot of desensitization over on this side just because, I mean, the same people are a lot of the business owners over here too. And so people walk in like for their goods, and it's just who they see, daily.
I mean, okay, so I will tell you that I have nearly been kidnapped out of this office twice. All right? Because, and honestly, I'm an easy target. People know when I'm here. I spend literally hours upon hours upon hours working on the newspaper here, and it's just the nature of the work, right? And there are oftentimes deputies over at the sheriff's office, and both times where I was nearly kidnapped, had a gun pointed to my head. It wasn't a deputy that came by and happened to come upon me. Both times it was the remnants. And honestly, like, I understand criminals are criminals, and that's that. But I'm thankful that they were at least walking around town making sure that I wasn't being kidnapped on that day. or the time that I was almost almost kidnapped by the puppet master. It was a remnant that scared him away. Doesn't make him right, doesn't make him good, but if you're gonna be in town for hours, right? And I understand there's lots of paperwork, and I'm not gonna take that away. Like I'm not gonna hold that against deputy. But if you are on duty, you're clocked in the town that you are protecting, do rounds. Come say hello to the businesses that are open and just, make sure that people are doing okay because, my safety shouldn't depend on a gang that has happened to, take kindly to me because I'm just here all the time.
Deputies used to do that, and that's something I actually miss. Like before, like deputies used to actually walk around town. Like when we opened, the Sleepy Fair, and they weren't doing anything, and I saw them standing on the porch for over an hour. I'm like, come in, talk, socialize, just come here, get off the fucking porch.
Yeah, honest to
With a
God, I
hell of a lot more, but then it's just, I understand there's paperwork and they have shit they need to do. I understand it's store robbery, but if you're sat there 8-9 hours, there ain't apparently any shit going on. Come talk to me.
no, that is clearly one of the biggest things about the West and the East, and that is honestly, like I don't know what LEO goes through here. Clearly, it's a lot more, except for a lot more criminals around here. But yeah, in the West, they constantly come and check up on us. We let them know, hey, we're doing this cattle drive, and we have a few that we call our guardian angels that will actually come and know when we cattle drive, and will actually come and check up on us and whatnot. So that's so disappointing to hear that there ain't, I guess, a community around the LEO. That's goddamn. I'll probably write to John Reed about this. That's so sad to hear. I know John Reed can't do much but offer it to his uppers, but good.
Yeah. Yeah, and and then I'll also say, at least here in Blackwater, there are a good number of civilians or bounty hunters that do come, and they will probably because they like me, I'm kindly, I guess. But you get people like Manuel Portugal, who just comes in and he will come and sit with me and have conversations while he's waiting on medical work or a bounty to come through. And it's nice. And I honestly want more of that type of connection with Leo. I mean, I'm around for so many hours in a day whenever I'm awake. And whenever the majority of people I see come through here are other people, just passing through doing their telegrams and letters, or gang members that are, quote unquote protecting the town. And I only see a white hat from off in the distance as they're going to clock in and out. That makes me sad.
I was just about to say, they also get a ton of information from us that we didn't even know. Like, talking to civilians help a ton. I know there's been a few times that Rocket or someone will come up and talk to us, and we'll just say, oh yeah, we saw a man that way in a brown horse and whatnot. He was riding pretty fast. He's like, I need to go. And so, like, just talking to civilians, I mean, we see things that they don't, just because, I mean, we're around different areas that they ain't. So, no, I think that there's a give and take, and I'm incredibly sad the East doesn't got a ton of it.
Well, that's what I always laugh when deputies are talking and they, like, someone brings up a name and they all go, who's that?
Yeah.
Or they bring up another name and they go, who's that? And I'm just laughing to myself. I'm like, oh my god, I know who all of those people are. Like, how do you guys
deputies
not
do
know?
it to me too. They're like, Ellie, who is that on the horse? And I'm like, how the hell do you not know who that is? I'm like, I can understand if you've never seen them before, but this person's been here like every day. How the fuck do you not know their name? And I'm like, oh, that's so and so. And they're like, how do you know that? I'm like, because I actually go talk to people. It's not that hard.
Yeah, good. Yes.
Get the Ellie, is that a criminal? Like, why are you asking me? Your office is behind me. Go look at your paperwork.
There are,
You're supposed to tell me.
there are a lot of people though. Like, I will say, as much as we're harping on them, like, the East gets a lot of activity, so there are, like, I think a lot more things that, like, can, miff us or rub the wrong way. But, like, there are a good handful though who, like, really do, like, know people
there is some good
make
eggs.
effort to go
There
around.
is a few. Like
Yeah,
I won't
that's
blame
true.
the whole department for a few people's actions. It's just there's quite a few that I've had bad experience with, or I have seen what they do to people that have left a very unsavory taste in my mouth. So I'll try to avoid them. Like my life depends on it.
And honestly, I know it's tricky, but I'd say report them. The two people that I reported, and I reported it straight to John Reed, and I get that Wes is different, but when I reported them that next month, they weren't deputies no more. So I think that a lot of people should be reporting more and more of that shit, because even if it's something as they weren't very friendly or shit like that, I hands down go to John Reed, and I'm like, hey, I'm not okay with a deputy coming into my home and not being hospitable. So no,
I should have told John Reed about the guy that hit my goats.
Do it, hands down. I warned Jack Redmond. He took out a gun because one of the goats hit him. I was like, "Hey, I will get a felony for punching you. Do not touch my goat."
Yeah. Well, they were just they did it in a chase, and someone yelled out like, "Ah, you hit a goat!" And they came back. It was just the whole thing, but they were mad at the person that yelled out and was like, "You're stopping me from chasing a criminal," and we're like, all just like, "We're just go do your job." But they came back, coming back and saying, "I didn't hit any goat. What's your name? You stopped me from doing a chase." And I was like, no. This is not how we're doing this tonight.
Oh, but even if you didn't, even if I don't know, if I was a
Six-
deputy, I'd come and be like, "I'm sorry."
6 people watched him hit a goat, and we told someone who is not in the department now, and they said, "My deputies don't lie to me," and we went, "Okay."
Goodness.
Every time when I went to a decker once to get a horse to go sit in front of me on the center, like, please move. Oh, and that's what hit you. Then chickens kept running in front of me. I'm like, ah!
Oh yeah. No, I will admit, I get the anger in my goats. I get angry in my goats. I'm just
Look
like,
at the
"Fuck
attention.
that."
Look, they're so
They're
fragile.
so mean.
I've been angry at your goat.
Hell, I fucking there's one of our goats, bitch. He is an asshole. He's a low brown one, and he is relentless.
That's the one.
Oh, he's me. I agree. Nah, there's a reason his name's bitch. I hate that little man.
Sometimes when I go to the ranch, me and Amsterdam here, the chickens get out of the fence and they just, for some reason, choose to fly in front of my horse. I'm like, hello, how are we? Please don't do this. I don't want to hit you, you stupid little things, you.
Oh god, yeah. We've had to-
You're sounding, Dr. Doyle, like you have a little bit of a sock in your throat.
But no, the dogs there. Hey, one of our dogs ran in front of one of our ranch hands. God, probably 8 months ago. We had to amputate its leg. Poor little thing.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, the horse tramp. It was a big old Breton, sadly. No, it was an Imogene. It was another one. I know. I said Breton. And I was like, oh, it wasn't Imogene. It was a.
It was before me.
Yeah, it was much before you. But yeah, trampled right over Larry. That's why Larry's got 3 legs.
I
Poor little thing.
that first, so when I was doing the paper delivery over to Dead Crow and James was driving that wagon, he came tearing into Dead Crow, and I started bitching at him, and he got, when we left, he was like, why were they so mad at me? I was like, because you were driving your wagon like a madman through an area of livestock. I mean, god damn. I got so pissed at him.
I pulled a ranch hand off their horse and got them on the ground and screamed at them for trying to trample through when we got sheeps out. It's the one I'm mostly worried about. Sheeps and chickens. If you're galloping through, you're not going to see them in time. Ugh.
Mhm.
Well, good on you. Thank you. I will say that I don't know if it's been him, but ever since that has happened, the wagons that come in have been very slow.
I don't know where James is at, to tell you the truth. He fell in love with a person, and I think that he goes and visits him up in Canada and only comes back to New Alexandria like every month or so.
You talking about
James.
What's in...
James Wright.
Oh, I got you. Sorry, I thought you meant Jack Redmond.
Oh no, Jack Redmond. He's a peculiar cookie, Mr.
Ain't he?
Redmond.
Yeah, he was dating my son for a little bit. I will fully say that they were not meant for each other.
No, James was trying really hard. He was trying really, really hard to try and find a person, and evidently he had to go to Canada to find love.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that happens time to time. Gotta do it.
I mean, I think he was starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel though, because he started dating one of Del Halleck's quote unquote children, and
Why do I
then
know that name?
Del Halleck, one
They're on a
eye,
wanted poster.
one
one.
leg,
Okay, yep. Makes
used
sense.
to, used to be married to Rex Moody.
Oh, that was one that died in Mercer, right?
Yeah.
Mm. Well, goddamn.
Should we move the barrier somewhere else that isn't between the door and telegrams?
Welcome to Blackwater.
Seems quite busy here today.
Ain't it?
Jenny, a stretch. Stepping outside's not a bad idea. Oh,
Oh, it's nice outside too.
it is.
Who's that man standing next to us?
I don't know.
That would be the Patriot.
I'm just sneaking. It was nice seeing you guys and running in.
Yeah, you as well. You
Deputy
well.
Gadsden.
I'll be sending you a letter here shortly, just confirming some things about the marketplace. And if you had any, did you decide what you wanted to auction for? As far as like, if you want to do like a ticket for something custom, or if you wanted to do like a special one for the fair.
Yeah, the voucher.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I will probably be sending you a letter then tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Okay, take care.
You too.
Fairly well.
And actually, give me 3 seconds. I need to make sure that no one's trying to find me. I'm supposed to be meeting someone.
Hello, Imogene.
Hello.
How are you?
I
Nope, probably had to bet. God damn it.
How's it going for your boss?
That's alright.
That was Deputy White Gadsden, aka
Oh,
the
okay.
Patriot.
God, I don't know if I remember him with glasses. That was probably my bad.
He does not care for me.
Oh,
is that
does
why he was
not?
there?
No, him and Anna together, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Why does he not care for you?
So he used to write for the newspaper, and then I wrote, I wrote a couple articles critical of the New Alexandria Sheriff's Department due to the way that they was acting. And he wrote me a letter saying that I was extremely unpatriotic in my views and I should not criticize law enforcement, and that he would no
Oof.
longer write for the paper nor acknowledge me in public.
Gosh, Roberta, why
that's
don't you just
so.
blindly listen to people without having any thoughts of your own? How un-American.
I tell you what what was really funny is that when he first approached me to write for the paper, because he was asking to write for the paper, which I thought was great. The first article he sent, and it was right when he was new to state, his transfer paperwork was going through before he worked for the NASD, and I'm guessing that he was needing money. He said, this is my first article and I don't want my name used, I just want it signed, written by a patriot. And it was about the Minutemen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And talking about rising up against an unjust government, blah, 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 right? And it was right in the middle of the new Amberino craziness that was going on.
Goodness.
I know. So I honestly thought that this was like a new Amberino person trying to get me to post propaganda in the newspaper. So I opened up a file with the sheriff's department.
Understandably.
Yeah. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, this is very suspicious." do you have a name? And at the time, I didn't have a name because he was just sending me letters. And I was like, I'll get a name. And then so I got his name. And yeah, and then they were like, oh, he's one of ours, or he's gonna be. They're like, we'll talk to him.
Christ.
God, that's so like I feel like I mean, I don't feel like I'm more of a patriot. I feel like I'm quiet, and I don't hold my fucking mouth when it comes to LEO. Like I said, I'll grab fucking Reed by the scruff and be like, you and I need to have a talk. I don't like the way your deputy's talking to us. God, that's silly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, oh goodness.
Isn't the supposed foundation of this country that the government is supposed to work for its people and all that, and...
Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
But what do I know?
But yeah, I would say that I have for 90% of the LEO in state, I have a very friendly, maybe slightly adversarial, but friendly and mutual respect relationship with the LEO in state.
I was just about to say, any LEO, at least let me tell you, out west, any LEO we've come across, I mean, sings your praises. They don't seem to have anything. So clearly, if you got any issue, that 10%'s in the east, because
Oh
West
goodness.
talks very highly about you. God damn, I've learned so much today.
I mean, I have given so because you may notice that unless something is quite peculiar or interesting, I personally do not write about crime in the state. I think that criminals get enough attention as it is, and they don't really deserve ink on page.
No, yeah, that's the reason that I read, because I don't want to hear about criminals every fucking day. I want to read about the businesses and all that.
That's right. And I'm making sometimes, like, when we had our first treason trial since the hurricane, that was worth covering because that was a milestone. That's more of a judicial case story than anything else. But anytime I get information, like just about every serial killer since I've been in state has written me, has wanted me to put something in the paper or whatnot. I go straight to New Alexandria Sheriff's Department and I'm like, here, this is what I got.
Good on you.
Gascoigne, the Lagras killer, who's now in Sisika. That fella, I actually cracked his cipher for the New Alexandria Sheriff's Department.
Oh my god.
And I think that is what my job is, right? It's like, yes, I'm going to report, I'm going to be critical of different people, and I'm always asking people to be critical of me. That's why I send out those public telegrams. It's like, if you got complaints, let me know. But it's not right. And yeah, I would say that I sit in a little bit more of a neutral space because I have to when it comes to relationships or knowing criminals in state. But if I don't, then I'd probably have been killed a long time ago. But that being said, I'm not going to hold my tongue if I have information about one of them committing a crime. You do bad things, you deserve to serve your time. That's just the way it is.
I would say I'd much rather read an article about like people reforming and getting jobs and staying out of crime than I would about any fucking criminal. And there's a lot of them. Like we said, I know many businesses that hire them. I know we do.
Absolutely. Like when Sonny decided to get his life straight and he started he that short-lived rehabilitation charity that he started.
Yeah,
Once upon a time.
Yeah, we actually were talking to him about actually partnering and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then it fell through, but
That's something I've actually been really trying to get back to. Is it was something I was going to do with Nimble Neighbors. Like I talked to the deputy department. I'm like, listen, if you have somebody on parole or whatever it is, and they need to like get their clean slate, if they come and train a horse and bond with a horse, because I know bonding with an animal can get them back on their feet. Like if they prove they are changed, then I will witness them. I will watch them, and I'll even pay for their fucking clean slate if they want to change their goddamn attitude.
Well, um, we was. I always thought that the location was unfortunate that Sonny was working with, because that place is so run down, and there's no real oversight to make sure that people are actually doing the work. Um, One of the things I was thinking, if there was ever to be a program like that again, why not use Braithwaite? Now that
Yeah, that'd be a great place for it.
yeah, you got armed individuals there to make sure people stay in line. It gives a great, it has just about everything to teach just about every trade.
Yeah, I know that we'd have 2 government contracts so far, and so the government's assigned us, but I would like it to be, because like they only assigned it to us so far. It's only been a month, and I'm like, a month is good. It gets them on their feet, but I would rather them I like the contracts, but I would also rather like once that month is over, it's ranchinism for you or whatnot. I would like there to be something else. That's why I was actually bummed seeing Sonny drop it, because I wish someone would open something so like the ones that are now on the right side, give them somewhere to have sanctuary until they're fully, to not let them slip back.
I'd love to see a lot of businesses in that if I didn't have so many goddamn shit on my plate between trying to fix this whole state issue now and doctoring and teaching. I would be like, hell yeah, why not? Love our project. Let's go. But I feel like if I take up too much, I'm going to be just in the floor too, like everybody else at this point.
Nah, I totally agree. Every time I like, oh, that's a good idea. It's like, but not for me. For when somebody's got the time, energy, and money.
Yeah, right.
'Cause
I have the
can't be me.
energy and the time. I will find time in my very limited schedule. And I don't think I have the money right now. I mean, I have it, but I'd be even worse in debt than I already am.
Yeah, I honestly think how often I've seen people talking and whatnot. I think the best thing that we can do right now is this, like talking to people, doing exactly what you're doing, actually engaging, especially East and West and whatnot. But also that moment that they're sworn in, that new governor and whatnot, those state reps, they're gonna be getting letters from me consistently. I've
Yeah, I'm
realized
gonna
that,
be at their door every day, like, hi, this
Mhm.
is the issue today. We're gonna talk about it. What's that? You don't have 4 hours? Get used to it. You're gonna be sat here for 4 hours because I'm not stopping.
Oh yeah, like sitting down and being like, hey, like you want people to engage with you, you want to know the issues? I'm coming to your door. You'll know the fucking issues.
Yeah, because I've wrote down everybody's issues. I have every bit of notes from every conversation I have had, and I am diligent with paperwork. That's the greatest thing about being a doctor. I can note take like the damn wind.
No, and I think that that's good. I know that when I have talked to Anne has, like I said, like we have sat down, she's been exceptional. And I hope even if, like I said, even if Anne doesn't get it or even if Logan gets it, that they will work together. Because what I would love to see is, I mean, you can see it with Sasha and Anne right now. I would love a close relationship that leads to them staying in government.
Yeah, I feel like there's a part where everybody can play a role, and I feel like instead of bickering like children in government right now, we all need to work together, because that was the greatest thing I loved when the hurricane came through state. Not many people had the experience of going through it like I did, but the state came back, we were all working together to get back on our feet. We would all be like, hey, I know you owned a business before the storm. What do you need to get it back up? Do you need money? Okay, let's go today, focus on money. Do you need wood to repair your shop? Okay, let's go focus today to get you wood. Okay, what materials do you need? And all right, now we got that. And then the next business would come, and everybody that got help the prior time would be helping that business. And I dreadfully miss that. I miss everybody kind of working together, and I understand why people are the way they are, because if they can't afford to go buy from these businesses, of course they're gonna get it themselves. Like, I don't have the money to pay to eat. Why am I gonna go pay a business to go get the things if I can't even afford XYZ? I understand, and it's sad it has to be this way.
How about say, yeah, and
bothers me because the people, and I'm not saying all of them, I just have met like a few people that are complaining that I'm like, when you had the money, you didn't reach out to them. So why does it not having the money suddenly your new excuse? Like, and I'm like I said, I'm not saying all of them. I'm the same way. Like now that I can't afford it, it sucks. I just wish the people that could afford it, but now just use another excuse wouldn't speak. It's like if you're gonna abuse the system no matter what, just stop fucking talking. Let the people that actually want to help. But it's also one thing I love about the livestock commission is we still do that with ranches. Like we actively go to ranchers and say, what do you need from us? Do you need help? Do you need money? Do you need cattle? What do you need to keep afloat? And I wish there was more of that with all the businesses. I know with livestock association we're kind of limited, but I wish there was a resource that I agree, like everyone could go to be like, hey, let me help you in this time of need. Because I will admit, like we're struggling a bit, but we ain't struggling nearly as much as others, and that's why we're like
about doctors too. We all kind of, if we have excess, we'll trade amongst ourselves, or if we get something, we'll help teach other doctors, or if we get people that need assistance, we'll try to usher them kindly to each other. And I there has been times like when Red gave me a horse, I paid him $300 even though that horse was not worth $300, but I still did it because I know he's struggling. I don't have any problem with shoving money in people's pockets and going, nope, don't give it back, spend it on what you need to survive for today. I don't care.
And I also wish more people would trade. Like I said before, cannot tell you that if I had, Sprouts or somebody that cooked and I could just trade them things, that's what I would prefer to do. Only because, I mean, we've all got money. Like, not a lot,
If you're
obviously,
looking
but, like,
for a
money
good
is
cook,
there.
I'm going to point out Raven Stanton. She does a lot of cooking for trade. She doesn't really go off of prices per meal, but she does trade or whatever you feel is fair. But she did a delivery for me. She was very quick. She was very to the point, and I think that's really all she does is she does try to help people by giving them, what she can, and she does that all out of the kindness of her heart and a lot of trade.
Yeah, right now I'm talking to her. I'm using her references right now just because I've heard a few things that she's friends with criminals, so I kind of
I
need
didn't know that.
references for people.
Wasn't aware
No,
of that.
but at the same time, we all have the exceptions in our life. So that's why, like, I've reached out. And from what I've heard from her references so far, it doesn't affect. Like, she is a fantastic businesswoman. And one thing I do love about her is she doesn't bake. She specializes in good food that is essentially meals, but she doesn't bake because she ain't got, classification in baking. And I love that. That is one thing that made me over the moon about her is she ain't an overall. She specifies, and God, I can't wait.
We should team
Or
up.
even Ellen Cooper, I know
Yes.
does food with her kitchen too, and she's pretty. She's always been specialized. That I think it's more a hobby when she's not doing smoked, but she is very limited. I think that's more something to make her smile from being a doctor and a break for her too. So
Yeah.
I love Ellen so much.
sit here
Yeah,
every
Ellen's
day and name
fantastic.
businesses that I know off the top of the head. That's something I've always been good at, is keeping an eye on new businesses and staying going, okay, what do you do? Can I buy stuff from you, please? Let me spend my money. I love you.
Yeah, I'm also engaged in Raven's Retreat, which I just recently saw. But I'm also I'm always looking for others. Honestly, I just stare at advertisements and wait. But so far, I have that. I know Rustic Rains used to be around, but I ain't seen a poster from them in some weeks.
Yeah. I think after McCoy's fell apart, from what I heard yesterday, a lot of her people kind of disappeared into the sunset, which is, it's sad. I understand when you lose something, but with all those people that she hired, you think somebody, I know it's not an easy task to pick up, but out of the 80, 90 people I know she was hiring, at least one of them could have, at least for time being, all banded together and at least ran it until they decided what to do.
Yeah, I will. I definitely have some opinions on Raven, but I wish more of them stayed around. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I think a lot of them came in to support her coming back to state. And I think the things that pulled her away, I think they're focusing on that as well.
Yeah, I can understand that side of the coin too. That from what I heard, she got very sick, and I understand time and effort needs to go to her too. And there are certain people that can't be there to run the ship because they need to take care of her. I get that. You can't control getting sick, and
You can't
there
control
still,
working with criminals, though.
there was still a lot of people that may have not been as necessary as her partner was the main one that should have been there to take care of her. I understand if her partner needs help, maybe a few friends to help that too, but You don't need 80 plus people to come take care of you hand and foot. There's got to be somebody that could have ran that.
Yeah, and speaking of which, and sorry, I don't know your name, but that person who's sitting behind us, if you'd like to join the conversation, please do.
Josie, she's waiting on me. I'm sorry, Dana.
Oh,
that you
fantastic! I'm
ran
sorry.
late.
Yeah, but
It's alright.
I
It's in the
would.
stable here. Her name is
What
Scapetta.
the hell was I saying?
Apparently,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if y'all happen upon any vets, you know this, Gene, but Robert, if you happen upon any vets in passing, people who are learning to be vets, anything like that, please tell them to reach out to us. Not that I don't respect Rosewood, I do, but I don't want anyone to have a sole position in this state. So if there is any vets, freelance or otherwise, we are actively looking for them.
Oh, absolutely. Love knowing that. I like trying to point people towards the right, towards work.
Yeah, and we don't got vets. So the closest vet we got is Yen and still in training, but I would like to support them in their journey and have them work with us just because love Rosewood, but I will admit that Ashwood is definitely one of those people that classify in everything, and I cannot
Oh,
trust her to be my vet.
goodness.
That's
And they're
exactly where it's
far
at.
away.
Very far away.
I mean,
Hell, I'd
that
give a room to a vet.
I will tell you something that is, and I've seen it here in the businesses here, and I'm gonna exclude the businesses that uh, are owned by active criminals. But the businesses based out of Blackwater and East, I think we see more of that specialization more often. I'm sorry, here in West, not East. Here in West, we see that specialization more often. Like we had the Ragged Stag here for the longest time, and oh God, I miss them, especially Owen and his puns. But
I think that actually Owen was one of the first ones that we actually reached out to about having like a partnership and whatnot. They were good people.
no, very
I think
good
we've only
people.
met him one, yeah, but yeah.
And as you go further east, you start getting more and more into that mentality of you got to do everything. And
Yeah. Ugh.
and it's okay. Here's a hot take. Um, you had for as good as he was to keeping people active in state, Carlo Barletti.
Standard
Um,
there.
it's a perfect
bitch.
example of someone who is doing everything moderately well.
Thank you,
And
Ellie.
then the moment
Not a
that
problem.
he left state, well, they carted him off in a wagon to Chicago. The moment that happened, that vacuum, because he was doing so much of everything, that is something that the state has not recovered from.
Yeah, I will fully admit that I wasn't, I guess, out and about during that, but I've definitely seen that essentially that effect on smaller scales is
Yeah.
when I mean, McCoy's is a great example. Was the only active, advertising vet in state. Moment it's gone, there's now everyone trying to do it. Rosewood is full. There's now anyone who wanted to be a vet is left hanging. It's tricky. Like it is very, and it's why I don't want to support just one. It's like we should. Hell, I don't even want. I even tell people it's like we as dairy ranches still partner with dairy ranches because if I ever go under, I want to make sure there's dairy for everyone.
Yeah,
like there should not be one person doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But like in the case of like Carlo, it's like they were running all the horse races. They were running all the boxing fights. He was running 2 restaurants there at the end consistently. And he was doing charity events for the state. Now, true, he was also involved with some other activities. But the moment that he left and all the other people that was working for him seemed to disappear, hell, we lost so much in just one move because we weren't diversifying in that it's like sure, if you're gonna run a gambling company that's based off of horse races and fist fights, that's great.
Hmm.
But support someone else instead of you taking on the ownership of running a consistent restaurant. Help someone get that started, and you know,
Exactly.
back them, but don't do it yourself.
I would say,
Um,
fine enough, Sky Pony's the same way. Ulrich and Andy was ranch hands under us. They came to Dead Crow, they were working and whatnot, and we had to talk with them, and we're like, hey, like, Gene was told this too. If you would like to start your own, tell us. We'll pay for the business license, we'll talk to you. Let's get you up and started. I think everyone should have that approach. Just like I'm sure if Eli, if somebody came to you, wanted to do Nimble Neighbors and said, no, I want to specialize in Andalusians, I am positive you would help them.
oh,
Yeah, I would. I don't turn anybody down. If somebody wanted to come
Mhm.
to me like, "Hey, I want to run ranch," but I'd still be like, "Go talk to the people that already do this. Don't talk to me. Go please talk to the people
Yeah.
that have more experience because
Really?
I'm not specialized.
Howdy.
I deal with every
howdy
horse. That
bean,
does not mean I know them well.
howdy bean.
You know, because I have
Mhm.
I raised up with
I'm just gonna
Mustangs.
ham.
That was the horse my aunt raised. That's all she raises. So I know them better than every other horse, but I know a little bit about every horse because I've been taught by grateful people in the state that have taught me as much as I know about horses. But that doesn't mean I know their ins and outs like the back of my hand. So I'd still recommend you, but I'd still help them.
Hands down, I think that is the best thing. Is, well, hell, I guess that's a perfect example. Is you are not specialized. However, you're not saying that you specialize in horses. You specialize in charity with horses. And then the moment has someone with a specialized question, you reach out to them. But yours is you specialize in given horses. Like you are, well, obviously you're a doctor, but I just mean for this metaphor of horses. And I wish more people did that. It's like if you got, like, I tell everyone, they're like, hey, what if we wanted someone wanted us to train in Missouri. I was like, nope, go to Lee. I was like, I have no idea how to train a Missouri. I'm like, yeah, I could train him, and I could train him like I could train every horse. Like, but I know the feel of a Hungarian. I know when it walks weird. I know that feel. Like, I have ridden it for the past 20 years of my life. Well, I'm not gonna fucking do the same with the Missouri. I don't know if they're thin and they're gonna move weird.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I know the basics. Like every horse is given the basic training course, which is get them used to
How y'all
gunfire. So
doing?
I take them out in the field multiple
Howdy
weeks,
bean.
get them used to okay,
Howdy.
here's one shot. All right, you're good. You're all right. You know, the next shot, maybe a rifle this time, so that way they're used to it. Then give them a rest. Then the next week is used to wild animals. So bring them in forest, show them this is a snake. It's not gonna hurt you. This is a wolf. You're okay. You can run away. And do that for a week, and then step them away. Then get them used to on road, off road, snow, desert, you name it. I do, but
Oh, thank you.
I'll make
be
a little
careful
hash
with
of
that
where we
one.
go.
Yeah.
Actually,
I know
let's
this.
move. Let's
I
move
know
to
this fella
this
quite
side
well.
of the fort.
Oh, yeah, that's smart idea. Stretch our legs a bit.
It's one of those things that doesn't mean the horse is perfect. I'd still recommend them to even though I give them basic vet care, I'd still recommend them hey, go get them double checked by a vet, make sure everything's right and rain and okay, and it's all good. Go talk to somebody that may know this horse a little bit better, get to know that horse, and it's still gonna have stuff that I cannot train out of it. Horses have their own personalities and own inklings, and that's something you can't spend time or effort with. You're still gonna
Scott Ham,
have
can I
those
talk to you a
flaws.
minute?
Oh, sure.
Actually, you just made me think of something. I wish more people would stop asking for, I guess, trading money. I swear to God, if somebody came in and said, hey, I got no money, I want one of your horses, can I come do chores?
Oh
Yeah.
my God, please. Oh,
I would love that.
That's something I want to talk to you about. Oh my God, thank you.
I actually got to do my first
I'm sorry. Excited redhead noise.
barter
Because
for
we have been actually taken advantage of by nimble neighbors. We've had people where we give kindness of horses and they go behind our backs and sell horses. So what we're going to do now is go make them do chores. But what we're going to do is make them go work with businesses that may be up their alley and stuff we're interested in, and getting little reports from those businesses and maybe help show them what sort of jobs they may be good at, and also let them do a little bit of work so maybe they're less tempted to sell my fucking horses.
I think that's a good idea. That's fantastic. Yeah, I was just sitting here talking about all this. I would hands down be willing to take people on. Hell, we already are. Like, we already take on anyone. But yeah, if somebody was like, hey, I'm getting a horse from Eleanor. I need to come do chores. Can I come to? Yes, you can. I will send Eleanor's reference. I'll say if you're shit at it or if you're a good person. Hands down, I would love to do that. I would sign up for that in instant.
I'm gonna do that. I want to work as many businesses as I can. That way, it's not just a hey, we need apples, go pick me apples. I want to send them to people, maybe get them more connections, more people they can talk to, and spread that joy of talking to people. Oh my god, I miss it. I miss sitting down and doing hikes and camping with people and just hearing about people's life story and what brought them here, why they're. I miss it so fucking much, and it feels like nobody talks to me anymore.
No, I think that that's a good idea too, because hell, even like very specific businesses, like I'm sure Jean would be more than excited to do that. I'm throwing her right on the carriage. Even showing them, it's like, hey, you can be so specific that you can go work on pocket watches, and that's okay. Like it definitely shows the variety of it. No, I think it's a great idea, Eleanor. You should pursue it.
The biggest thing I tell people is this day has a million and one things to do. It's just trying everything until you find that one thing that you like, and you can find hobbies along the way. Like training horses is my hobby, so I don't strangle anybody as a doctor, but it's just a hobby. It's what I do for my break. It's not my full-time career.
I'm pretty sure my leg has piss, so I'm gonna go to the house. I'll be right back.
I'll start mentioning more if I see somebody that's interested in jewelry. I'll be like, "Hey, go study with you," because that will give them at least a little bit of experience too.
Oh, gosh, I don't know if I know anything about jewelry. I mean, I guess I know etching if it's a flat surface, but in theory, it's not different on a curved surface, but I don't have any experience in it. But I do appreciate it. I'm actually trying to go find Mato they might be able to help me get learn at least a little bit of jewel crafting enough that I could figure out how to inlay them in some pocket watches, but maybe I could teach them the very basics.
It's just life trying to spread business and trying to go spread talking to people and just trying to pass it around like a goddamn wildfire. And if wish more people would bite at the bit to go do.
But shit, if you find anyone who's ever interested in glass etching, I have ideas for them, but I'm not going to do them because I'm very busy. But could you imagine 4 Horsemen branded glasses?
Oh, yes, that'd be great.
Oh, that would be nice.
Outlaws Rest glasses.
Well, anyway, it has been fun chewing the fat with y'all. I'm getting a little bit tired. Actually, it's not tired. I'm hungry. I'm very, very hungry. Oh, I was supposed to send a letter to Ramona. Dear me, goodness. So, before Kitty left, I used to pay Kitty, and Kitty used to send meals for me over to the hotel over there. And the last of the food that she had prepared for me, for them to keep for me, is about gone. And that means I need a new cook. Anyway, Miss Imogene, Dr. Doyle, y'all have a wonderful day.
It's always lovely to see you.
It's always lovely to see you too. Oh, here comes Hoof. Need to make sure to tell Hoof. Good day. Well, Hoof, I am off to get some food for myself. It was a pleasure chin wagging with you.
Hands down. Thank you. We should do it again.
Oh, anytime. Anytime. It's a shame paper delivery happens on the days that y'all do y'all's cattle drives.
Why don't you come with us?
Exactly. Back-
bring the newspapers with. We'll help
I was
deliver
about to
them.
say, sit down, read news.
Really?
With the cows.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring the cows all the way up to Colta,
Okay.
and then over to
Oh,
Annisburg.
God damn. Yeah. Maybe we'll talk to everybody. Maybe we'll
I mean, if
switch
you
it
go
up
to
once in a
Coulter, it's
while.
just free, ice cream on, it's fine.
I mean, whenever I'm the only person delivering in a week, I go all the way from Rothskeller's all the way to Annisburg, down to St. Denis, and then back to Blackwater, hitting as many locations as I can in between.
I do not know why people don't take you up on that. That is, I told everyone if I didn't have the ranch, I would 100% be a sales delivery. It's so
My
simple.
God, I used to do it way back in the heyday when, St. Denis used to do paper routes. It was something fun to do, just run around the city like a headless chicken. It was great. I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness.
But yeah, and I put up that public telegram. You'd think that $40 for a route of delivering to 6 locations would be enough to get a couple bites. It is not.
I would say I put my head ranchers $40 a week. $4 a week. I get that in a day. God damn, I'd do it.
Right.
Hell yeah, if somebody said
in an
8
hour or
hours
so?
a day, I'd be like, yep.
Right. So
Huff, I quit.
Head...
That's a joke.
Though that being said, when y'all do head back west, if you want to do me
Yes.
a favor and take a stack of those voter pamphlets that's over there on that counter, drop them off in Amarillo, I would be appreciative.
You mean Armadillo?
Or wherever you want.
Do you mean Amarillo? Where's Amarillo?
Amarillo. Sorry.
I thought Amarillo was. Do you mean
Well-
Armadillo? Do you
No, I
mean go
meant
out east?
Armadillo.
Oh, thank God. Oh no, yeah, just when you said
I'm
it, I'm
gonna
like,
call it
hold on.
Armadillo
Sorry.
from now on.
I am originally from Texas, and Armadillo's really close to Amarillo.
Yeah, I thought Amarillo was north of
Yeah,
Emerald.
it's.
Oh,
no.
is it?
No, there's a Amarillo in Texas, up in the Panhandle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
And Armadillo sounds a lot like Amarillo.
I see.
And they're both very similar, as that they are in a big, flat, open space that smells of cow manure.
Whew. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
So,
I got you. I was just making sure you didn't need me to go up north. As long as you don't
No,
need me to do that, I would rather go to Amarillo, Texas.
but anyway, yeah. No, I would appreciate that. Goodness. And then tomorrow, I will deliver those pamphlets east and up to Colta. Ugh. All right.
Sorry.
It's all right. Y'all have a good and
Good
wonderful
chit-chat.
day.
You too.
Yeah,
Fairly well.
thank you.
I gave a nudge to my friend to still come talk. It still doesn't hurt to have a conversation and actually talk to people. He sends me because I'm more of the social butterfly and I talk to everybody, but still I'm like, you gotta go talk to people. It's not that hard if I can do it.
No, hands down. No, I'm hoping I get to meet him.
You will, I'm sure, because I know one of your employees is always around when he's around. I think it's another case of unfortunate time and schedule
And
shenanigans.
Yeah, I empathize with that. I know that, especially Dead Crow, we're tricky. I cannot tell you how many times. Big legs be good for
I
you.
want him to go to somebody because what I'm going to do is the next person that comes to me like a goddamn grocery store trying to order a horse, like you order something off a menu, they're getting the mule, and it's going to be my little smile treat for that person because I hate to tell you how many people do that. Oh, I want an Arabian with this coat, this name, tail, this tag. No, you get what I give you. Congratulations.
Yeah. And that's what I thought. Like, if I first came to state, I didn't have a horse. Thankfully, I came with Corvo. But if I didn't have Corvo, yeah. If I was like, hey, I need something, you handed me a mule, it's gonna get you A to B. You'll live.
Yeah, I hate to tell you how many people come to us and like, I prefer a very fast horse. No, I know you're going to do criminal activity because that's vague, so you're getting the slowest horse I can give you.
I approve of it.
Oh, I'm a dick, and people just don't know it. I'm just like, yeah, totally a fast horse, and then right away I'm like, about the
So,
well
yeah.
being of the horse and the person. So I know that horse ain't gonna run far, and I know that person's gonna get caught, and maybe it will encourage them to not do shit again.
No, I think that's brilliant. I'll try to get stuff off of him onto the other horse, and I'll let you know.
Contact me whenever, and whatever it costs, I'll pay for it.
Yeah, well, I don't know about all that, but yeah, we'll talk.
You deserve to get paid to do a business. Mine don't agree to it.
I think at least I'm gonna head out. I don't know what you're doing, Jane.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
Sounds good. Well, yeah.
Get paid for the mule and then donate.
When I get
to
the
the
mule, I will do it.
And then donate to one of New Alexandria's best charities.
See? It's donation. You gotta take it to the best
I
charity.
can't fight this. Loopholes. Evil, I don't like it.
I just came because I saw... Oh, the pamphlets!
Look at you. God, thank God we got somebody smart.
Keep an eye out for somebody that does glass eye. I like asking people questions, so that would be my fun when they come to get a horse.
Oof.
Do you see when it rains at, any consistent days? Sorry, Reyes, not Rain.
Okay,
Reyes.
I was like, who's Rain? I don't see her personally, but I'm here when she's around. Like, I'll see her telegrams and stuff, so I can go out to her. What do you need?
She just, when she gave us a horse, she had, like, a ton of wrapped meat on it. And usually if it's, like, 10, I don't really do anything, but it was about 70 pounds worth.
Holy smokes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
okay.
I didn't want to take it.
Did you already, telegram her about it, or?
No, it's definitely on the to-do list, and I just have not gotten around to it.
Okay. Though, yeah, I can keep that with me, and I'll make sure she gets it. Hopefully I'll be going out to the east side of New Alexandria soon anyway, so...
Thank you very much.
I'm shopping around for a parasol for Jen, so she can keep in the shade. understand.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I don't know.
Just a lot of thinking, or something I can help with?
Just a lot of worrying about Jen.
Yeah, this ain't gonna help, but what can you do? I'm not
I
asking to,
know.
like, yeah, no, not I know that sounded like it was rhetorical, but it wasn't. I mean,
No,
in
you're
all
right
essence.
though. It is both.
Yeah.
Because I think, well, I'm doing all the things that I can think of, and all the things other people can think of as well. But I mean, even that can be not enough because I'm not in control of the universe. So
This, I guess, might not be what is it, popular opinion, but our body, our life, our soul, whatever you want to call it, is gonna fight for what it needs. So if she's sick and she suddenly doesn't make it, something goes wrong. Clearly, her soul's fighting another battle. Soul doesn't need her here. Not that I don't want her here. I mean, I think we all would fight currently, soul, body, mind, all that, for her to be there. But if her soul's need somewhere else, if she's needs to be fighting another battle that's bigger than us, it is what it is. Us stressing about her ain't gonna stop her soul. Let me tell you. Oh yes, Corvo rocks. Bane of your existence. Yeah.
I know I can only control me, and even then, that's questionable. But
I get the want, as well as I get the hurt after. I know. Still talking about Nash hurts me. I feel like I could have done so much more to make him stay. I feel like I could have, like I did something wrong or right or indifferent, whatever the hell it was that caused the reaction. But at the end of the day, Yen got hurt. Only Yen and Cedric knows if it was intentional. From Cedric's reaction, I'm guessing it's not. So, way of the world. Dog gets hurt, we get sick. Ain't nothing to do than make her comfy. She comes out of it, she was meant to. If she wasn't, she wasn't.
I know.
But even me saying that, I can say that to myself, and I was still thinking about Nash, so I know it's, what is it? It's soothing for the head and sometimes the heart, but body's gonna do what it's gonna do.
quiet during that business talk. Did you disagree with anything, or disagree with all of it?
What? I agreed with a lot of it, but I was also a little distracted with other stuff on my mind.
I can understand that. Yeah, I didn't agree with everything Eli and Roberta said, but I can understand where they're coming from. I think that's the most important.
Maybe I'm lucky that I'm in a very neat market.
I get that. Bear, come on.
I'm glad you know your way through those woods. I don't.
I'm there a lot. Boss always likes to go hunt there.
I'd have gotten lost, run into another bear.
I also, when Ash first left, I climbed all the way through those trees, looking at the native camps, climbed all the way to the toughest part of culture. You can't see anything but a native camp up there. It's where the Apache used to be. Climbed all the way up there, probably visited them, God, 3 times a week.
What? How did he leave?
He looked at me one day and he said, well, he went around to every single native tribe because he was Choctaw. And a few natives actually reached out to him, the tree people and whatnot, and said, if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. Howdy.
Hi, Sylvie.
Oh, hey.
But yeah, he went around to the tree people. He went around to the Wapiti working around. He went to the at the time there was a Comanche tribe called the Fire Eating People. He went around to all of them. Talked to the Arakoan. I got to talk to Tommy True as well. So I got to sit at the mother tree with them. Welcome to speak, which was huge to me. When we met the Comanche, I was permitted to go there, but they very much were like, you step aside, and I'm like, you got it, I'll stand by the tree. But it's just England that I was allowed to be, which was very nice. But after he went around and he talked to all of them, he was going to go to be an LEO, but decided against it, hearing all the hatred to LEOs that the different tribes had. And so he said to me, he's like, I need to go out. I need to go out to the desert and find myself. I need to find what I'm about, what I need to do with my life, what calls to me. So he and so he headed out, and just left me souvenirs to him. Said he'd be back, and he was. Gone for 2 weeks. Came back, said hi. He was gone for a month and a half. He came back, and ain't seen him since. I've looked at every native camp. I don't think I stopped looking for 4 months, but hey, probably found what he was looking for. That's why every time I see a Comanche tribe come back, or I see Tommy True and Eric Cohen, I try to. I mean, I can't offer what he can. You know, he named me, but that's about all I got in connection. Besides, I mean, being able to sit at his table for as long as I did. But I try to do what I can, but it ain't enough. He was trying to unite the tribes. He was trying to. Hell, even talked about being that what is it? That advisor, the native advisor, whatever the hell it's called for the government. But haven't seen him since. You would have hated him.
Would I have?
Not when he was, like I said, if he was one-on-one with you, you wouldn't have. He had a warmth. He had no nonsense about him. Think of a boss, but much too impulsive, and he was still so young.
I understand.
Yeah. He sat with a sawed-off shotgun in his front holster type of man.
Oh.
Yeah, like he was very different and got us into a lot of shit. I had to reel him in because he would look at a group of criminals and said, come fucking try, whereas we would rather just not engage them.
I see.
He's just a man of Texas. And I don't even know if I can say that if he was around that I'd be happier. I can't say that I wouldn't be, but he definitely caused a lot, and I don't know if people would have stayed with him around.
I understand.
We've all lost someone. I got him an engagement ring 2 weeks before he left.
Oh.
We've been getting together, God, 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that. Which I think is too short still, but he saved my life, I saved his. I realized that I put more time and effort and thought into Boss's cigarette case than I did that ring. Yeah. Made me think of, I don't know if Alexandria just grows you or Makes you realize how much of a fucking fool you were before.
Both, maybe.
Yeah. But I guess in a roundabout way, I'm trying to say thank you for making that case as special as it is. I hold it as a very, very high regard, and I hold you as a very high regard for doing it.
Oh. Yeah, of course.
Maybe one day I'll have you commission one, and I'll ask the boss to marry me that way rather than a fucking ring. Knowing his luck, get fucking bitten off by a goddamn wolf the first week. I guess that was a long fucking waited, I guess, in a way to tell y'all that I understand Yen's fear of, well, I think we all got a little bit of fear of abandonment. I think that's why we're as close-knit as we are. And I understand you putting on your shoulder to make her not feel like she'll be abandoned. But you also gotta let her trust us. Don't put it all on you. She needs to learn that she's gotta trust us to not leave. Whether y'all stay at Dead Crow, whether y'all stay our ranch hands, it doesn't mean that... Yeah. Doesn't mean that you left us. That makes sense. Whose horse is that? You recognize it?
What horse? Oh. No.
Me either. It's pretty. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it ran out from under someone or what. It's not Yen's or anything?
No, and if it was, it had better not be.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what caught my eye. I don't know if...
I
Yeah.
don't think she has a horse like that.
I don't think she braids the horse's tail, if I recall correctly.
I don't think so either.
Alright. Did the most we can do. Where you want to put them pamphlets?
I don't know. Let me take a look at the telegram station, find a nice cozy spot for him.
Yeah, sounds good.
Probably just on the ledge, or...
Yeah, I think that's a good thought. All right. So, I'm so sorry. Did you? I was writing something. Did you ask something of me?
No.
Okay.
Jesus. Alright.
Okay. Does Ash just do? Is that all they do? Or they clerk and then they sell smokes? Do they specialize in anything else?
For what?
Sorry, Cena Conan.
Yeah, they do. Well, Luce is the clerk, Ash is the judge, and then they have their golden leaf, cigarettes and cigars, and
But they don't do anything else?
nope, just the two.
Well, hell yeah, then I'll start buying my cigars from them.
Mm. Well, now what am I supposed to surprise you with?
More cigars.
Goddamn. I have a few from that fucking poor quality, but I ain't gonna waste any cigar. But the fuck is his name? Corbin Creek, something like that.
Hmm.
He wanted to come be a rancher, but I ain't heard anything from him.
Oh,
Yeah, he was-
I think that's because he's dead?
oh well, good, because he was a shit roller. God, these fucking cigars are bad.
That's not, I mean, that's not good. Is he actually dead? What happened to him?
No, I think he's actually dead. So the workshop in Rhodes, is also, you know, part of Raven's Rest. So they've got cold storage there. And, that's, sorry sir, that's the label said. So, unless it's mislabeled, then, yeah, he's dead.
He's a pretty old man. I guess not surprising.
Though I could be misremembering. I don't know if I... Hard to remember things when everything's going on.
No, I totally understand. Honestly, it wouldn't fucking surprise me. Like I said, he was an old man and he was dense as shit.
Ah,
He's,
sorry. No, just that Mary's lesson got interrupted for a second time.
Really?
Yeah,
God damn, y'all need to do it somewhere in the fucking west. Fuck.
I know. Shouldn't even open in Rhodes. No one visited me the first time. The Harrisons visited me the second time, and then there was that explosion. I'll give it one more shot. Maybe 3 more shots. A nice odd number, but
Yeah, not a bad idea.
to be fair, the first time I was open in Armadillo only Lady Killer Mustache visited me.
Vance?
No. Oh, my brain.
John
Cows.
Claude. Um, Eden. No, I don't think he has a mustache.
William Tallgrass.
Oh, yeah, god damn it.
There it is. That's okay. It took me that long too. Ugh, brain is mush. And that was nice. But then the second time, we were robbed. Which, you know.
Every time I talk to anyone from the East, I'm like, why the fuck would y'all live there? I hate that place. God.
Oh
so
no,
bad.
that was here in Armadillo.
Oh! Well, goddamn.
The East has just been silent. Rhodes, the first time we were there, nothing, absolutely nothing happened. And then Rhodes, the second time we were there, that was the, my cousins. And then that explosion. And then we left. We were there for maybe 5 minutes before my cousins showed up.
No, funny enough, I actually kind of experienced that when I went to the East, I guess twice now. Every time I walked through a town, there was no one. Even in Valentine, there was no one. It's curious. Maybe gangs just curl around their campfires.
Ugh, they can stay there. And
I
die
agree
there.
with that. Goddamn.
What does it take to get a town banishment? We should do more of those.
Tell me about it. I wish it'd just be permanent.
Mm.
Just tell them it's like you are shit asses. You ain't allowed to go.
Honestly.
You know what they should do is they should say, there's a town banishment, no gang can enter Brandywine. And just keep putting that so all the gangs just go there to be defiant and we never see gangs again.
There you go.
Now when we get back to the ranch, I'll probably rest, but I am not staying in bed. I got too much to do and yeah. I got a lot more energy, that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'll definitely be around. I'm gonna try to kick Boss's ass out of bed and bring him around too.
Alright.
But I know you've been taking care of Yan and fucking Cedric and all that. Are you needing anything? Do you need to? Are you needing money? Are you needing me to lean on? Do you need food? What can I do to make your life a little bit better?
I don't know.
Alright. Well, just don't hesitate if you know, even if it's unfair, even if it's any of that. Just, I know I don't talk a lot, but I do want you to have a good life that you ain't stressed and whatnot.
I'll figure it out. And then I'll get back to you. Time. More hours in the day.
Ain't that the fucking truth? I was even telling Boss, I'm like, now that the upfront need of all the commission shit is done and now we're just in maintenance, I am so much calmer. And he even said that he is happy that he doesn't have to sit and write 50 letters a day, that all of us got it. So I'm hoping to have him and I more around the ranch, or at least around New Austin, to enjoy life again, just staring at the fucking four walls of that damn building.
That's good. So that was just like catch up or something?
Yeah, essentially, like, it was was.
Oh, thank God.
essentially
I was worried that was
boss.
going to become normal for you guys, and I was so upset.
Nah, that was essentially boss has been running this. I mean, God, I haven't even heard anything from Ashwood, so I had been running this essentially alone. Kowalski's been trying, just sleeping hours.
Yeah.
But and so that was all of us with the commission agents sitting there and catching up. So we're all got our own things, and now that it's good, we're all happy, we're all in maintenance. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll definitely be around. I mean, I'm sure that there'll be events and whatnot that were like that for a few days, but
Oh,
it will
yeah,
not be the
but not,
regular.
yeah. Whew. Thank God. Worried for y'all.
Oh, I get you. The fuck, I would stay at a job like that. Well, all the same, it was good to talk to you.
Likewise.
And be safe. Don't get robbed, yeah?
I will do my very best.
See you soon.
See ya.